Good morning.
We always come in the morning.
Well, we don't know when you're watching this. So
Right.
we do most of our filming early in the morning.
The sun is coming up.
Oh, it's just so beautiful.
It's
so if
beautiful
you
out
were
there.
in our class, you would see this. Look. Boom. Look at those beautiful windows.
And the trees.
And the trees, and the sun is shining, and it's nice and cool outside today.
Yes.
And so there's your little tour of the music room.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are going to sing a story
Yeah.
to you today.
It's about a great big house.
And it's in New Orleans. Do you know where
Yes.
New Orleans is? Mm-hmm. Some people say New Orleans, some people say,
New Orleans, which is the way we sing it in the song.
and some people say New Orleans.
But if you're really from there, you say Nolans.
Nolans.
It's
Or you
Nolans.
say NOLA.
Yeah.
N-O-L-A for New Orleans, Louisiana.
Louisiana.
Well, here's
All
the
right.
song.
Yeah. Am I starting or you?
No, we're singing it together.
Okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Great.
I like that.
Keep the beat.
And sit up.
Great big house in New Orleans, 40 stories high. Every room that I've been in is filled with pumpkin pie. Went down to the old mill stream to fetch a pail of water. Put one arm around my wife, the other around my daughter. Fare thee well, my darling girl, fare thee well, my daughter. Fare thee well, my darling girl, with the golden slippers on her.
3 verses.
That's kind of nice.
And it tells a story, I think.
I think it tells a very good story. Like this great big house in New Orleans, 40 stories high.
Wait a minute.
I've never been to a house that's more than 4 stories.
I have seen those big plantations.
The
in
manors, the mansions.
in Louisiana. Never have I seen one 40 stories high.
Well, then it can't be classified as a house anymore.
no, it would be
That'd
like, a
hotel.
or a business, you know.
I mean, mansions, we have mansions in our own area that are very, very big, but they aren't bigger than 3 stories.
No.
They might have 2 stories and a basement and lots of rooms, but not 40 stories.
Wait
I
a
wonder what
minute.
they're talking about.
Do you think they might be exaggerating?
You know, the fancy literary term for exaggeration is hyperbole.
Yeah.
There's your SAT word for the day.
Yeah. Yeah, I think somebody, you know, like some guys go out fishing and they say, I caught a fish this big. And really it was
like
only that big.
Yeah.
Or they hold it way up in front of the camera and so that it looks really, really big.
The perspective is way off.
Right? So maybe they're just
maybe.
exaggerating. This house was so big, it was like 40 stories high.
Yes. And you know, we all do that.
Yeah.
Exaggeration is kind of fun.
It is.
So it's 40 stories high.
High.
Every room that I've been in is filled with pumpkin pie.
That would be my kind of house.
I think he's a baker. That's my theory.
You think he's a baker?
I think he's a baker.
Ooh, I would love to go stay in one of those rooms.
Would that be fun?
Yeah.
I don't really know that he's a baker. But see, that's the cool thing about folk songs. You can have your own interpretation. So maybe one of the things that you're going to answer at the bottom of this is who you think this song is about. Because we're going to learn a little bit more about the story. And I wonder if it's the people that are singing the song, if they're singing about themselves, or if they may be singing about somebody else. We'll find out.
Yeah.
Will you sing and we'll follow?
Yeah.
Okay.
First verse.
Okay.
I sing, then you come in. Great big house in New Orleans.
Great big house in New Orleans,
40 stories high.
40 stories high.
Every room that I've been in
Every room that I've been in
is filled with pumpkin pie.
is filled with pumpkin pie.
Longer phrases. Here we go. Great big house in New Orleans, 40 stories high.
Great big house in New Orleans, 40 stories high.
Every room that I've been in is filled with pumpkin pie.
Every room that I've been in is filled with pumpkin pie.
Good job. Now I'm going to sing the whole song. You guys are going to audiate.
And you're gonna audiate house.
House.
House. Meh.
House.
House.
My tummy just rumbled. Here we go. Great big house in New Orleans, 40 stories high. Every room that I've been in is filled with pumpkin pie.
Great big house in New Orleans, 40 stories high. Every room that I've been in is filled with pumpkin pie.
Nicely done.
I like it.
Maybe my stomach was rumbling
Because of the pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
Of course
Hello.
it is.
Did you hear it?
Now I want to talk
That
about
was
this
kinda
story.
soft. What? Yeah, let's talk about the story.
Because the next verse is, went out to the old mill stream to fetch a pail of water. Put one arm around my wife, the other around my daughter.
Well, wait a minute. If they had to go down to the mill stream to get water, that probably means this song's pretty old.
This is going to be pretty old because they don't have running plumbing or like running water in the house. There's no kitchen faucet for them to get water of, or sure no refrigerator just go, to get water in your glass. So they're drawing water out of the creek,
the stream,
or the
yeah.
stream. So
And a mill. It's called the mill stream. So
so there's a working mill nearby.
Yeah, uh-huh.
So wow, this is a very rural area.
Yes,
this is
it
not
is.
in the city. This is not
No.
urban. So these are hard workers. They're growing their own food probably, and all of
Mm-hmm.
that. So they go down, and there's how many people in this so far? We went down to fetch
Went
a pail
down
of water.
to, yeah, so the singer's
So the
going
singer's
to-
going, and I
Uh-huh.
put one arm around my wife and the other around my daughter. So there's three of us.
3 of them.
But then they go, fare thee well, my darling girl, fare thee well, my daughter, fare thee well, my darling girl, with the golden slippers on her.
Wow.
Why is she saying fare thee well?
Yeah,
It's
you know
kinda
what fare
fancy.
thee well means.
That's like old-fashioned talk for,
Bye.
bye, see you. I'm leaving.
Yeah, it sounds like dad is leaving. Dad and husband is
Oh.
leaving. But then one of them, and I can't figure out, you tell me what you think, because he says fare thee well to his daughter
My
and to
darling
his
girl.
wife, and then darling girl. I wonder who the darling girl is.
Do you think it's the same person? Or do you think he's saying goodbye to the two women in his life? Fare thee well, my darling girl. Fare thee well, my daughter. Now, it could be the same person because
It
they're
could
both
be.
female.
Right.
But maybe he's saying goodbye to his wife, too.
Could
my
be.
darling girl. Do your mom and dad call each other sweet names like honey or
Ours
sweetheart
Ours
or,
is sweetie.
or babe?
Oh, that's another one of ours too. Me and
Honey.
my husband.
Yeah.
Babe, sweetie. That's our words.
Hey, you. No. But then, and fare thee well to the darling girl with the golden slippers on
Now,
her.
you just told me this is a very rural, that's hard for me to say, place. Like
Uh-huh.
they're out in the country.
Why do they have
would-
golden slippers?
Yeah.
Maybe they're the owners of the house? Or maybe these people are working for the owners of the house, and maybe somebody in the house has golden slippers. Because the only people who would have golden slippers would be people who have money.
Right.
In this era, right? So maybe he's
I
leaving.
wonder, he's leaving. You know, they had to get water. Maybe they're having some sort of a celebration.
Maybe it's a going away party.
Maybe it's a going away party.
Maybe somebody got married.
Oh, that's another
Maybe
thought I
somebody
had.
got married. And they're
Yeah.
having a big reception, like a big send-off.
And that's why he's saying goodbye.
Goodbye, because maybe the girl with the golden slippers is the
getting
bride.
married.
Oh,
And so she's leaving her home.
This is a happy ending.
Yeah.
There could be many other endings that I could think of as well for a goodbye party. It may not be for the girl, it may be for the father that's leaving.
And-
And I wonder what reason he might be leaving if it's like in the mid 1800s.
Maybe you could Tell us.
Think about what's going on in the United States in like 1855 to 1865. And I want you to tell us in the comments below what happened in that specific period of time.
There you go.
Certainly from 1860 to 1865, there's something going on. And a lot of men had to say goodbye
goodbye.
to their families to go participate in this specific event.
Yep.
Let us know what that is.
Okay. And we hope you enjoyed the song.
Great Big House in New Orleans.
See ya.